Can't see the screen. Whew, all right, here we are. So over at Easy Mart, gonna chill for a bit. Nice day, pretty chill. A little on the warm side. It's all right. Can't even see this. All right. So the other night, last night, I did a stream. Quite crazy. Essentially, it was a party for one where I had a really good time. I watched it and I was like, wow. The way it looks on the outside is very different than how it felt in the inside. Man, I was getting into this voice. I didn't even know what was happening. It was like I was transforming. About 30, 40 minutes into eating them, dude, it started hitting. And I was trying to stay focused. 30 minutes into the stream, I was able to still be focused. The first wave was coming in. It was nice. I could feel it. It was like a body tingling, kind of floaty feeling. And mildly distracting. But then as time progressed, it just got worse. By worse, I actually mean better. Like the feeling was like becoming much more euphoric, and it was just cozy and warm, and like I'm not one to talk about energies, like feeling energies. But it was like that. I was feeling energies, man. And the energy I was feeling was this doesn't make any sense, but I would say comedic in nature. It was I was laughing a lot. I was laughing really at how like me reacting to these idiots like the Thorpes and their drama, and anyone's drama actually, at the end of the day, doesn't matter. I was laughing at how they themselves, by engaging in what they engage in, it doesn't really matter. And when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, because at the end we just turn to dust. But it could be that. But it's more like I don't see the value in what they do. Now, I was going on about how we're puppets and how we put on a show for everyone. And, we engage and get into conversations about things, reveal stuff, sometimes engage in various shenanigans at our expense for your entertainment. Why? Why do I do that? if you want to look at this in a comic book lens, I guess it'd be like kind of like the Joker. No, not Joker. What's his name? The comedian from The Watchmen. And no matter how bad things are, you just have to learn to laugh. Feels good, make others feel good. I hope others felt good in a vicarious way through me. I don't even know what wholesome content looks like. How are you supposed to make content that makes people laugh? No, not laugh, but feel good. Talk about rainbows and talk about good deeds, good things, accomplishments. I know what happens with that. The others watch that and they try to pull you down. But in the YouTube game, that's kind of what we all do in a way. Who's not a drama farmer? I can barely see the chat. It's the lighting, but I will try to engage. Bear with me. Who's not a drama farmer, guys? Still filling the shrooms? No, they're gone now. They're gone. There is a strange feeling though. Not like a high. More like a sound. See, everything I say about this sounds cliche and all that, but you hear these stories. I'm just gonna get into it. I took these shrooms and I had the experience that I had, which to describe that experience, like I was seeing like my past, my present. I was seeing like fond memories, like nostalgia train was happening. I was getting hit hard with that. I was thinking of, dude, it was weird. I was sitting there in that chair, but in my mind I wasn't. I was going into the fifth dimension, guys. And I was like kind of aware, but not aware enough to like be able to organize anything. I couldn't even operate OBS anymore at that point. Poor Hurricane, man. He wants me to apologize. Well, sorry, Hurricane. I mean, I've been announcing the Shroom stream for a while. We knew it was coming. We didn't know how it was going to go. It could have went bad. It didn't though, and I wasn't crying. Anything. I think a lot of the stuff I said was like me deflecting, trying to guard from, like revealing deep personal stuff. You know, I kept saying things like, "You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna find out. Whatever," which just make it seem that like, what skeletons do you have in your closet, Mr. D? Well, I would say not as many as you think, but I mean, actions speak louder than words. But after all that, I feel lighter. No joke, I feel lighter. Kind of have like a, maybe it's just a post buzz and it's gonna wear off. But kind of have like a, I don't give an F sort of, like, not really that, like, I'm not mean, like, less inclined to project something that I'm not, you know, just be more real. So, I guess the stream can become and ask me anything if I could read the chat. Right now I'm just looking at a black rectangle, can't see shit. So, let me see if I sit over here. It's better. A little better. A little better. All right. You were babbling incoherently. Yeah. Small hats got you. I kept on talking about the small hats. We can talk about the small hats if you want to. On that, what I was trying to say, if I could say it coherently here, and it's not anti-Semitic. See, a lot of people blame the Jews for a lot of stuff. Okay, it's very easy to do so. And you could probably make some valid points about some things. But I was saying, I think there's a bigger picture behind that, something beyond that, and it becomes immaterial. It has to do with like the reason why we're here. I'm talking about greed, human nature, part of it. You know, when we look at history, we're savages, man. And form tribes, form groups to screw other tribes for our gain, right? Always been like that. Always will be like that. That will never change, ever. Divide and conquer. Now, you can say one group is better at dividing and conquering than the other. Yeah. For now. As long as AIPAC has the strong influence it has in American politics, they will. I'm not anti-Semitic. I love the Jews. I love the small tribe. Well, sure I do. Is that wrong, chat? I should be smoking, not eating M&Ms. No small hot talk. The dwarfs are already doing that poorly. No. More to hate than just small hats. Yeah. And that was something I was trying to get into last night, but I couldn't. Because it's hard to talk. Like, when you have these ideas and they're going through you, but you can't convey them. They don't make any sense. I was thinking about how, and this is going to, you know, I'm not one into politics. All right? I'm not taking sides or anything. I'm just talking generally. If I get anything out, if I don't really understand things, you guys let me know, okay? But generally speaking, I feel like the system that we're in, and I say system, I'm not being like Matrix or whatever. I'm talking about like the economic system, the government, all that stuff. And I guess here I'm just talking about the U.S. You could make it global, but we'll make it U.S. It is designed to squeeze out everything it can from you and screw you over. It's not designed to help you. And of course, you guys understand that. You guys recognize it. Be like, yeah, that's true. We all know that. You're speaking to the choir. You're preaching to the choir. Yeah. But we can go a little bit deeper than that. And be like, the reasons why it's like that. You know, let's say like inflation. Let's say, you know, like companies will engage in practices to artificially increase the price of their product on purpose just so they can get as much money out of you. That should be criminal. That should be flat out illegal. That's not cool. That's not fair. That's not good for anyone at all. How does it help anyone? It helps those that run the company. It helps those that are stockholders for that company, right? It helps them. So they profit off of that while they make it harder and harder and harder for you to even get the basic stuff. It's food. It can be cars. It can be the products you like, whatever. Your shoes, it doesn't matter. It applies to it. And then, think about like interest rates too, like very high, extremely high, and just keep them getting higher. And then be like, oh, we're gonna bring it down. But my thing is like, why is it even high in the first place? And you guys would be like, oh, you got to study like, I guess money market theory or whatever. To me, of course, I am ignorant on this. I'll admit that. It just seems very like arbitrary. Like, oh, they're gonna increase the interest rate because of the amount of money out there, because of this, that, and whether. Like we know, right? And it screws everyone up. I'm starting to think that it's all purposely done to not just squeeze out every dime out from us, but to make living harder than dying. I think so. Getting dark. I think so. But even dying's not cheap. You die. How much does it cost for your family to bury you? And what this practice is like. That's not getting cheaper. You know? Let me read your chat. Even the people who are the most well-intentioned people possible, the economy is insanely complicated and difficult to make work well. Yeah, that's true. It is a very complicated system with intricate parts. No, the ones that like want communism, a communist revolution, which is cute, which is funny. It's like, okay, so because you want to hold these companies in check, and you think it would be better if they were ran by the government. Okay, you want these companies to be ran by the DMV. I don't think that's gonna work well. Let's say there was a communist revolution, right? Let's say you had that to try to, I guess, change the government and establish a government where, I guess, grocery stores are nationalized, these different manufacturing companies are nationalized. They're going to be the same brands. They're going to be the same main American brands, just becoming more in bed with politicians. I mean, that's what we kind of already have anyway, in a way. We already have a problem with big companies, big corporations influencing politics. So what you're really doing is just making it possible for, well, you're not changing anything, actually. You're not changing a damn fucking thing. You'd be like, oh, but we gotta like really overhaul the system. So, we can get the free stuff, free that, free whatever. You're not getting free shit. Because they want money from you. That's what you don't understand. And if you try to fight and try to change the system, well, they're going to pay other people to silence you, to put you down, to stop that. And the thing that stops any sort of movement like that is, well, those big cats being willing to pay for useful idiots. They'll put the other useful idiots down. So I'm saying we're fucking stuck, dude. That's what I'm saying. We're stuck until there's like this big internal implosion, which is just going to be a slow ride to things just getting worse. Black pill, dimmer pill, probably have like 5 viewers now. Any likes? Oh, hey, 11, look at that. They'll teach White House again. They'll take the White House again? Yeah, okay. This room wants the system, man. Democrat voters are mostly left now, far left. Well, yeah. And they think they're doing the right thing. They think that these companies are going to play ball. They think they're going to be able to change the system and get it to be where, medical treatments can be affordable, you know. We're just going to get it where Wall Street pays for everything. They will fuck you over before that happens, dude. Even if you were to take the White House and Congress and all that, they would buy their own. Well, the militia's already there. They would buy, like, what is it called, Blackwater? What are they called now? I don't know what they're called now. I don't keep up with that. But it would get ugly. Okay, it wouldn't be a smooth, easy thing. And those that have money are gonna win, man. All right, enough politics. It's dark. It's gloomy. It's not fun. Ask me anything. Ask me something fun. Let's do something fun. I'll do this for like 30 more minutes. Shoot the crap. Ask me something fun. Did you guys catch me talking to Grace and Ben? They got fiery. I did lose my cool at the end. I got pissed off because of Ben's stupid pedantic games. And I was telling King TL, gotta be chill, man. Wow. I need to take my own advice. Yeah. Take my own advice. Alright, what do you say? Sick of politics? I'm sick of politics too. When he's smoking 305s. Ben is infuriating? Yeah, very infuriating, dude. Very infuriating. It was just getting so annoying. I'm not surprised that he would defend Rich and try to make it seem as if Joy could leave at any time. I mean, hypothetically, anyone could leave their situation at any time. But there's more to it than that. There's reasons why people don't. Of course, a lot of them are psychological. There are material reasons, too. Fear keeps us locked in, man. Scared of change. Even if our situation's bad, we'd rather stay in that bad situation than change because the fear of the unknown. Fear of what's to happen. That's why people stay in miserable situations, even though they're miserable situations. I'm not saying anything crazy. Am I? I mean, am I saying anything crazy? I don't think so. Yeah, of course, Ben and Rich get along. Yeah, Devin is so deep now. Post-shroom. Yeah, getting deep. I mean, that's how you make boys. You have to go in deep. You stay shallow, you just make girls. Same reason why Grace took Rich's side. You know what, though? I have a theory about this. A game theory. Okay? This is it. A game is being played right now. The reason why Ben and Grace are being nice to Healthy Family Force and sucking off Rich's dick is because they want them to be nice back. They don't want them to press charges on Lalo and escalate things. They want them to be cool. But it's not working. It's not working. Did you know things change very fast? In fact, the moment I report this, they might have already changed again. That Joy has gone back on her statement saying that actually Lalo did grape her. So it was like, what? I thought you said he didn't. You say he did. You say he didn't. Now you say he did again. This is horrible. I can't keep up with this. You know? Flip a coin. And that's where Joy's at, you know? Is she feeling like she was great by Lalo or not great by Lalo? I don't know. You tell me. You know, Grace and Ben wanted to still collab with Healthy Family Force with Lalo present as well. Well, if they press charges, or they're not going to actually press charges, but they make threats like that, then, well, that kind of makes it difficult. And Lalo is a self-hating gay Mexican, but I don't think he's going to collab with Healthy Family Force if Joy's trying to get him in trouble for grape. Could be wrong. Military's coming. They don't care about Lalo. Yeah, BBG. And that's the problem with my theory. You are right. They don't really care about Lalo, but yet they keep on using him. They like him. They like to humiliate him. So care is the wrong word. It's not that they care about him. They need that that's the word I'm looking for. Not companionship. Like, they have no one. I mean, who do they collab with on a regular basis? Who do they panel up with on a regular basis that they met in real life? Lalo's the main one. He's the most frequent IRL guy they have. And no matter what they put him through, he will come back for more. He's the worst. He must hate himself, dude. He must flat out hate himself. I wasn't saying anything gay about Lalo on shrooms, was I? I didn't say it was pretty, did I? Huh. Wow. Freaking wild. But here's my theory. For Saturday plans, I was going to play poker with the guys. It doesn't look like we're playing poker tonight. I don't know. I was going to go to Total Wines and get some hard AFs. Because they claim to have 0 calories and 0 sugar. I don't know what's in those things. But I have weighed myself after drinking them. And it's like nothing happens. I'm pretty sure they're poison. I'm pretty sure I might get some sort of cancer later on. We'll find out. Now, good news is, because they're 8%, I only need like 2 cans. You know, really, I don't want to feel like getting messed up. Getting drunk kind of sucks. I heard this thing where, like, sometimes when people take shrooms, they like stop drinking, they stop smoking. Oh, I'm still smoking, but and I could see why. A lot of this today has been a big question of why on everything, and like really not the why, like, I mean, like it getting deep to it, like why even do it? What's the purpose? What's the point? Just cut all that crap out. Oh, because of peer pressure. Okay. I'm a 42-year-old man. The neighbors drink, I need a drink too? Fuck that. Fuck that. You know, they're boring. I'll just go back to the shed or go into the house and do something else. You know? Last seg. Then we'll go walking back. Let's get those likes up, guys. Is he eating peanut M&Ms? Yeah, I'm eating peanut M&Ms. Getting drunk does suck. Yeah. Yeah, Ben does think everyone's gay. But this is a good Ask Me Anything. Good time. You got questions? I got answers. Radio Shack. Remember the good old days, man? You guys ever had a gateway PC? A gateway computer? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? A gateway computer, gateway PC. Played Tribes on that thing. Very fun game. Has nothing to do with Jews. Or does it? Post-shroom depression? Ah. Well, I felt depression. This is different. Get nicotine everywhere, man. I can't stop myself. The cow print box that came in. I mean, this has this American flag on it. I don't know what you're talking about. Cow print box that came in. Oh, you're talking about the gateway computer. Yeah, it's been a long time. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I play a lot of Tribes, a lot of Quake. Simple days. You know? Wasn't streaming on YouTube, wasn't doing anything, you know? As a kid. Dial-up days, yeah, modem. Yeah, we would modemize. We'd use the term modemize for like connecting to like play Duke Nukem, Duke 3D. Good days. Good times. That was also the time where there was a lot of Newgrounds. Play a lot of Newgrounds games. It's a game, Pico, the school or something. It's a wild game. It's Flash, a Flash game. It's kind of stupid, but you'd be playing as this crazy kid, shooting up at school, getting high in the school. Crazy game. Have that while listening to I think it was Blink 182 and Metallica. And what was that band called? Bloodhound Gang. And guess what I was using? Winamp. Everyone was using Winamp back then. Yeah, Winamp up. You got AOL Instant Messenger. Good times. Simple times. Josh Moons. Should I take on X? No, I did not. Telling Republicans they are... What? Wait. Telling Republicans they can diddle as many kids as they want as long as they deport Indians. Weird. So what's wrong with deporting Indians? I mean, if you're not supposed to be here, don't be here. My thing on that is, yeah, it would be better if like Americans actually had those jobs and could get paid for those jobs. And they'll say, "Oh, Americans aren't smart enough." What, some dude from India is? What are you telling me? No, he's not. He wipes his hand with his... I did it again. He wipes his butt with his hand, dude. How's that smart? What are you talking about? No. It's just to get dirt cheap labor. And siding with it and making excuses for it and defending it is really, you're just saying, actually, we got to keep them because we got to keep the labor low. We got to exploit someone because that's how the system works. And it's not a capitalism thing. They'll exploit labor even in communist countries. That's the thing that this crazy leftists don't understand. It doesn't matter what economic system you're in. Workers are going to get exploited and fucked over. That's how it works. That's, unfortunately, the bad news. It shouldn't be that way. It used to not be that way. Maybe at one point. But, everyone wants a lot. Because things are expensive. So what do you do? What do you do? So you can't solve this problem. It's a tangled ball. You know what the economic problem is? It is like, back in the Super Nintendo days, and all your controllers would get tangled up in a mess. And you had to like untangle them. You're like, oh shit. We're talking like a ball of controllers tangled up. Yeah. You got to take time to untangle every single one. It's annoying. That's what this is. But it's like, we're talking about like thousands of controllers tangled up in a giant mess. It's like shoestring, and that's tied in like 100 different knots. Good luck. You kept yours neat and orderly? I wasn't very neat and orderly. You think I was? Tangled jewelry? Oh, yeah. I would clean my room and try to keep things orderly. It'll last for a little while. Alright. That's enough. Enough cancer. Alright, guys. I think this was a good stream. A good chill stream. Good post stream. Alright, guys. Y'all take it easy and have a good one.